Go by the no fox.
Yes. Again. Now this is the subject we're on today. This is all about mathematics. Now, some people came together and try to decipher the Pharaoh Mahat and his teachings about mathematics. But these people that try to decipher such a thing never considered the tactics that attaches to mathematics. Now, the agenda is what we are all about today. There is an agenda. So we want to bring maths into focus. Now, all about same-sex relation and all these things, and you can register now, say you are no sex at all and all these things. This is confusion going on. And we want the little kids, them growing up, to understand that there is an agenda. I don't know who, from where, or whence it came, but I always blame it on this guy, entity, Beelzebub, otherwise known as Satan. No, this maths I'm talking about is like 1 and 1. Can 1 and 1 make 2? No. It can never make 2. That's where the tactics comes in. The multiplication about 1 and 1, the answer for that, it's a few. Because if me and my wife goes to bed, where does the little baby comes from? Does 1 and 1 make 2? Well, we're going to straighten that part today. The maths is like a man and a man makes 2, and another man makes 3, and so on. And same with a woman, and a woman makes 2, and a woman makes 3. Yeah, they can only add, but they cannot multiply. Okay, that's the tactics there. So, the pattern is that we are from a genes, a complete genes to make an whole person. You know? And the agenda, they no longer need that type of universal harmony we call nature. When a man would marry a woman and be loved and be in love and inspired by her movements, her cooking, how she delivers herself universal as a mother. It's not being practiced anymore because of alienated behavior by so-called Lucifer and Luciferian generation of they don't know or forgots. Because if you forget what to do in this time, The proper name would be forgots. In short, faggots. So there is no need to be amused or be bemused by such a word. The action is there to match. So on we go on the same topic of mathematics. Now, if we introduce or alienate our bodies to tubulous and tumulus conditions, we know we're going to lose generations, because Hans Sommer is now furnishing young women's or old women's room with artificial genital parts, and it's been well used by our own people. It's a well-known fact. And so these things are legally sold to pervertious minded people, all in the name of sexual manifestation through lust of flesh and lust of depravity or depravation of sensual decisions. Yeah. So those manufacturers of these kind of toys for women and also men is benefiting in this time, because it's an illusion going around that we don't need or opposing sex, like a man doesn't need a woman no more, or a woman doesn't need no man, and vice versa. And it's been thought that a person can be this or whatever you want to be because of who you think you are. Well, there is no guideline anymore like the law. The law is a guideline, so I could never walk into a person's shop and take up something and walk away as if I didn't know I should pay for that stuff. And that's a guideline. The guideline also stated that you come as a traffic person dealing with driving a vehicle or something like that, and you see a sign marked 20 miles per hour, it's a guideline to tell you that's how you should travel. Over that, you're breaking a law. And also at the stoplight signals, when it's your turn, the light will show you to proceed normally on a green signal. So it's a guideline. So where are our humanitarian guidelines to guide us into the future as people with dignity? People this and ye, like my grandmother or my grandfather or my dear old mother who died a long time ago because of her love for her husband, treating him just as if he was a god on this earth, because she knows she was a goddess. That's why she treated her husband as a god. And all these illusions with these nowadays crowd and criticism about normality, it's just an illusion. And I'm telling people today that there is no other way to go beside the way you chose is, with a lot of tattoos and writing on boring noses with wires, and it's a decision. It's a total contempt for your fleshical house, which is the house of the Lord. A pity you souls didn't know you were dwelling in the house of the Lord. And if it's that the way you treat the house of the Lord, then He will treat you in the same manner within the spur of this citation within the resurrection of spiritual justice and cleansing of souls through the manifestation of the Most High God. Rastafari, may peace be unto all man. Highly.